Hi, my name is Kaitlyn Roten. I am doing my teaching component on the subject of gender use. When I first sat down to start on this project, I wondered to myself how I was going to talk about gender use for 4 to 5 minutes. But I quickly figured out there is more to it than we actually know or notice. To start off with, in writing we have the option of using first person or third person. Third person singular pronouns include the feature of gender. Gender has 3 different forms: masculine, feminine, and neuter. Pronouns are words that stand for nouns, such as the singular pronoun he and she that we use in third person. The word you refers to second person, and it has neither gender nor number distinctions. There are also 3 different case labels used, which are known as subjective, possessive, and objective. The subjective case is the sentence of a noun phrase or a pronoun when it functions as the subject of the sentence. The examples dealing with gender are he, she, and it. The possessive case is the inflective form of nouns and pronouns, usually indicating ownership. The possessive forms of the pronouns functions as determiners. The examples involving gender are his, her, and its. Lastly, the objective case is the role in a sentence of a noun phrase or pronoun when it functions as an object, such as direct object, indirect object, object complement, or object of the preposition. Examples of this dealing with gender are him, her, and it. Although nouns do not have a specific form for objective case, many of the pronouns do. Personal pronouns and the relative pronoun who have separate forms when they function as objects. In our prompt for week 9, we found out that the long-standing tradition has been to use the masculine form he or him when referring to an unidentified person, such as saying the writer. To avoid sexism, you can substitute other words that are more neutral, such as saying his or her. The world is reshaping its view of women and the use of correct grammar. Society is incorporating better use of gender-appropriate terms to avoid sexism. An example out of the textbook is changing the commonly used word salesman to salesperson to incorporate the chance of them being a female as well. When talking about plural pronouns, such as they, it includes both male and female. But whenever it is in singular form, the proper grammar structure to use is his or her, he or she. An occasional he or she will work in most cases, but putting more than one in a paragraph will change the rhythm and lose focus of the reader. The proper way to accommodate this problem is by using plural forms after you have used a singular version once. This helps the flow of the sentences and paragraphs to go more smoothly. For example, instead of the sentence saying, whenever a person speaks, he is either mimicking or analyzing, it should say, when people speak, they are either mimicking or analyzing. Another topic that I have learned after researching about gender use is when to use who or whom. As I began reading, I found a very simple technique to use. In the part of the sentence where you are trying to determine to use who or whom, just simply replace it with he or him. If he would work in the sentence, then who would be the correct one. If him would work in the sentence, then whom would be the correct one. Thank you for your time. This concludes my teaching component of gender use.